los terroristas.
Harlem Shake.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to Tailgaters Man Cave, and we got some guests here. Before we get to know these guests, let's beer yourselves. And chug your beers. First one done wins. Chug away, boys. Very nice. Very nice. I don't think they finished them because they're girls. Hey, all right. So right now we got Mr. Anderson over here on my left, and on my right we got Peyton Man thing over here. The only thing that's holding your team together is Peyton Man's thing.
What is with that? Get some running backs. Yeah,
so
come on, your team sucks.
All right, let's start with
get some running backs.
Let's start with some beatdowns. First of all, do you guys want to say hello and stop being nervous?
Hello.
This guy. What's going on, Joel?
It's going good. All the way down here from Flagstaff, bringing my redneck self down here, you know.
And you suck. All right, so let's go down with some beatdowns last thing. First, we got, I call it my Paint Man thing, and Super Freak, which is my mom. And I feel like you put the beating on my mom. She was pretty close, though. And did you ever get nervous?
No, not at all.
So you thought you were going to win the whole time?
I was pretty confident the entire matchup, actually.
All right. Any touches on that anymore? What do we got?
I think he was sweating it out a little bit.
Well, there were a couple of touches on your mom there, but we don't need to talk about that.
All right.
I think it was very bad.
Okay, can't touch my Peterson. Speaking of you, we got you and Foster my Newton, which is my dad. You came through with the win. My dad came through with a pretty brutal loss.
Yeah.
What do you guys say about that?
I owned you, and I told you I'd own you when I was flipping your bedroom upside down, and I told you Notre Dame would come out to win. Everything worked out my way, so I'm very happy.
Awesome, Mark. All right, still the show, and me, the Heisenberg. Boys, what do you guys say about my team?
I really think your team's pretty good right now. You have the highest averages, but I think you're prone for injuries. I think it's gonna hurt here soon.
I think the key word that you used was right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's pretty good right now.
It's gonna hit.
What's your source on this?
I think you're playing Phillip Rivers, and I just think that guy is definitely going down. And Jamal Charles he runs the ball hard, like Adrian Peterson, and he just tries so hard. I think he's gonna die.
He's gonna tear another ACL.
Yeah, he's done. I mean, he's already done it once. I think he's going down. And your number one receiver, Deshaun Jackson, that's a high-power offense. He's going down.
All right.
No more Michael Vick.
Whatever you guys say, guys.
No more Vic.
Hey, while we're at it, let's play cards and Gronk for president. Gronk is still on the sidelines.
Still on the sidelines.
I think he might make it out on the field sometime this week. But hey, we got 78-79. Closest game, and Scott got his first one. Let's give him a round of applause, guys.
Congratulations, Scott.
Woo! Good job, Scotty.
Cheers.
Cheers to Scott.
All right, so next we got Sillers, Nut, Mama Fitz, same house as Gronk for president. And I take this shit way too serious. Angie, she got her first win. I don't remember when she got it, but she's playing just as bad as Scott. And hey, what's going on? I mean, does anybody?
I need to think of some words of encouragement for her.
All right.
I think she's been down on the waiver wires looking for some hope, and she picked up Eddie Royal, which was a great pickup in week 2. But week 5, the dude's not performing, and just way too serious. He was way too strong. He had a better draft and had big, strong players come through.
Cool. Now we got our worst nightmare here. Shower Curtain, 75. He got 102, and Fitz's baby mama.
Oh, I wanted this
was
matchup.
such a good matchup.
I think we all wanted this to be a lot better than it was.
What
but
happened was
Ashley couldn't come through with us.
What happened was the Oakland Raiders played at 11 o'clock at night, California time. It was way too late for them to show up, and she was betting on Rashard Jennings to show up, and the dude didn't perform.
You know what? You're right, because when they joined the NFL, they should have been like, hey, I'm not going to sign this contract because I don't want to play that late.
Yeah.
So that's what they should have done.
Should've.
So obviously that excuse doesn't work. But hey, boys, we got What do we got next? What's going on, Mark?
You went. I don't know.
Okay, we got Vikings girl and Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson, you came through with a win, and now you're 2-3. Must feel good.
You know, I prayed to God and asked Him for some help, and you know, it's coming through for me.
You know what?
Mr. Anderson, we all thought you had the strongest draft, really, and your players weren't showing up in the weeks, and we all saw this coming. 91 over 82, finally got the win. Where's the emotion at?
I was scared. I'm not gonna lie.
So, what? I mean, do you have a shot, Tiger, to make it through for the rest of the season?
You know, I don't have my red on today, so
it's not Sunday.
we're
It's not
saving
Sunday
that
yet.
for a little bit.
Jimmy Graham is your best player. Is he
Graham.
going to take you all the way to the trophy?
You know, I'm hoping he takes me to the playoffs.
That's good. That's good. We all want to be there. We all want to be there.
Okay, so we got your specialty, your own segment over here. What the hell?
First, what the hell is I lost a bet, and Joel, why don't you take that one over?
So, Mark had a nice little gentleman's bet over the weekend, and he lost. Now he has to enjoy one of these lovely
If I may, Jared,
specialties.
this is what you missed out on. You should have been on the show.
Now, Mark, because I partake in this dirty habit, I will join you with this.
Just don't inhale. Just smoke it like a cigar.
Yeah.
You
I
mean-
hate you. This tastes like shit. Alright, anyways, my what the hell for this week has got to go out to my father-in-law. Foster Mike Newton, awesome team name, but flipped your room upside down for a reason because I know you were going upside down. You had Tony Romo on the sidelines, 40 points, you lost by 30, could have beat me, but guess what? You lost, and now you're 3-2, sitting out of the playoffs right now.
So, Dad, what the hell were you thinking?
What the hell were you thinking?
All right.
Anybody else?
I just got to say, I mean, you went with Cam Newton against the Cardinals defense at home.
At home.
What
at home
the
against
hell?
your own team. And I'm pretty sure, Dustin, back me up on this, he was at the home game, and he was there supporting his team or Cam Newton. I don't know.
It's kind of a hard decision to see where my dad's head's at, but he is hands down the #1 Cardinals fan in the world.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I have pictures of him back in, like, the 80s with Cardinals shirts on. I don't even know if they were around the 80s. But, hey, I think he was rooting for the Cardinals, but just forgot about fantasy for that day.
Did your dad invent the Cardinals?
Cardinals
He
defense
probably
shut
did.
him down.
All right. Let's jump into our projections right after this. Look at the camera.
Here, ready, Eric?
Look, no. Look at the camera. You guys, shake it. Look at me. Say, hey, look, guys, I'm doing Mark's beer.
This is Mark's beer. He's going to open this some point during the video.
Hey.
All right, put it back.
Set that right there for him.
All right, let's start off with Steal a Show and Can't Touch My Peterson. What's going on here, guys? Joel, Eric, what do you think? We sent you beer, you little faggot. All right,
I remember
let's go.
my first beer.
All right, Steal a Show, Can't Touch My Peterson. Mark Fitzgerald, what do you got going here?
You know, I think he's got his Peterson, man. He's legit.
You got your dirty Peterson that no one wants to touch, but he's garbage. No, I'm just kidding.
Good.
He's
Hey,
great.
I'll take a turn on it.
He's
You know what
not-
my biggest points are?
You want to take a turn on Mark's Peterson, huh?
I trade for that Peterson.
My biggest points come
Everyone
from the
wants
Denver
Mark Peterson.
offensive line defending my #1 quarterback, Peyton Manning, because all my points come from my receivers and running back on Denver. That's all my points.
What are you going to do when Denver crashes?
I have my bye week, and I play Otter. Otter's #1 right now, and
Let me say one thing before we get going. I've heard you say in the past that Joel's whole team is working off a Peyton Manning thing, right?
yes,
And you've also said that Joel's going down as soon as Peyton Manning goes down. I think it's just for you, buddy. So touche.
so
I
his
have to agree with that.
His backup is an ASU backup. His name is Brock Osweiler. I think he could still deliver to my D. Thomas or my J.
So-
Thomas or hand off to my Moreno.
So you're telling me now you're an ASU fan?
You're no.
No, I'm not an ASU fan.
That's what
not-
I'm getting at.
No, not
I'm
at all.
getting this
I
out.
am not an
Yeah,
ASU
I
fan.
don't know about
I
that.
am not an ASU fan.